What is good, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another review. This is not your average sneakerhead, Tony Ramsey. Today I bring you guys a review of the Air Fear of God 1 in the triple black or Off-Noir colorway. Now, before we jump into the review, if you have not yet subscribed, please do so by clicking the button down below. Also, leave the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I'm always in the comment sections responding to you guys, and that does help the channel grow, so I do appreciate that. Now, without any further delay, let's go ahead and jump into the shoe. If you're not aware, the Air Fear of God Triple Black released on Instagram via Fear of God's IG page on Friday, February 24th, and then they were out for a much larger release on Saturday, April 25th. As you can imagine, these were pretty hard to get. Got my pair directly from Fear of God, and we'll go ahead and get this unboxing experience together. As you see, it does come in this giant cardboard box right here. I haven't seen these yet in person. I've seen a couple videos, but I've been trying to save that experience so I can see it for the first time in person here on camera. So let's go ahead and jump into the box. So go ahead and get this cut open. As I mentioned, I got these directly from Fear of God. It took about a week to get here from California. I live out in Cincinnati, so I mean, it's not too bad. Didn't do any extra shipping or anything like that because these already had a pretty hefty retail price as it was. Just didn't want to spring for that extra shipping, especially with what's going on right now. I mean, I'm not wearing these anywhere, so I could wait for the shoes to come in. Wasn't a big deal. And shout out to everyone that did hit on these. I saw my boy Bobby Sneaker World hit on these. He got his in, did his review a couple days ago. These look really fire, so can't wait to see what they look like in my hands as well. So first, you do have this big giant orange box. I've unboxed a few Fear of Gods before, so I'm very familiar with the whole experience, but it's still always good to go through it again for the first time with a new colorway. Also got my Fear of God receipt right here, so I'll put that over to the side. You guys don't see that. Get this box out of the way. This is what everyone is here for, the Air Fear of God Triple Black. So if you're not familiar, it does come in this giant orange box. I'll do some B-roll shots too. The orange box is it does have Fear of God printing on the top of it. You have Nike swooshes on multiple sides of the box, and you also do have your size tag. This is, I got these in an 8.5. Always go to the size of my Fear of God ones. They do run a little bit narrow, but they're also a very long shoe. So I think either go true to size or go down half a size. I would not go up half a size in these if you were interested in picking up a pair on the secondary market. But there's the size label. So I got these in an 8.5, as I mentioned. The official colorway is Off-Noir, and they did retail for $350. Now the unboxing experience is also pretty dope. So pretty much just have this one big box. You do slide down the top. Then once you jump into the box, you do have your black Fear of God dust bag. So nothing different there. Then you have orange tissue paper. You got to crack that open. And the shoes do come individually wrapped in this silver paper. I think I also missing the accessory bag. Oh, there it is. It was looped in here in the black dust bag. You do have your accessory bag. I've seen a lot of people have been hesitant to open this bag. They're thinking that it's already sealed. It's not. It's just like a little Ziploc bag. You just open the Ziploc thing in the back. That's all it is. So I'll go and get that open and show you guys the accessories. They do come with a hang tag. All of the Fear of God ones, even the Fear of God shoot-arounds came with a hang tag. On one side it does say Air Fear of God. Then on the other side you do have a Nike swoosh. It's kind of icy. Then you do have Winter 18. That was when the first edition of the Fear of God dropped. And then on the final side you do have Jerry Lorenzo's grandfather's service number right there. Get that one to the side. You also do have some lace locks. These do have, looks like you get some pinkish looking lace locks. That's interesting. I think these same color lace locks came with the oatmeal colorway, which I have back there on the shelf. You also do get some like almost translucent black lace locks. These don't have any Fear of God branding on them. Then you do have a gray lace lock as well. Same thing, no Fear of God branding on those. The only Fear of God branding on the lace locks is on the little pinkish ones right there. Put those to the side. Now let's go ahead and get into the shoes. They do both come individually wrapped in this silver paper. So it's not sealed, it's just wrapped up. You just pretty much open it up. Pop the shoe. Oh, wow. Man. Wow. These in hand are much nicer than I was expecting. I was expecting this to be a pretty simple triple black shoe, but man, in hand, these are incredible. You also do get some spare laces. Like these are some oatmeal color laces, the same color that's in Oatmeal's back there that came with them. So yeah, there's one set of spare laces. That's cool. And then they're stuffed with this some paper. It's fine. And here's the shoe, the Fear of God one in the triple black colorway or the Off-Noir colorway. Man, I gotta say, these in hand are, man, these are dope. Just flat out, these are dope. So yeah, wow. Let's go ahead and get into some detail. So, just like some of the other ones, you do have a there's a mesh upper around the top of the shoe, but on the toe box you do have a really soft nubuck suede material. And this also, they do have 3M on the tip of the shoe right there, but in toe box, all suede. Stitching between the toe box and the upper of the shoe. Stitching goes up the middle of the shoe as well. Then you do have your shoestrings that go through this lacing system, where it does have one loop there at the bottom. Then you do have these two little hooks that these two little strings that hold the shoestring right there. Then you do have your cage going up both the lateral and the medial side of the shoe. We lace the shoestrings up in, and yeah, that's pretty much most of the upper. There are some details on the shoe. There's very minimal branding on the shoe. You do have the Air Fear of God right there on the lateral side with Jerry Lorenzo's grandfather service number on it. Then you also do have Fear of God and Nike branding on the back of the shoe. And other than that, that's all the branding there is. There is a Nike swoosh on the bottom of the shoe, on the outsole, in the middle of the air bubble. And if you've never worn a pair of Fear of God ones before, these are actually extremely comfortable because they do have a double stacked air unit in there. And you can take out the insole, and you can see the air unit goes all the way down the middle of the shoe. So it has a full struggle board inside of it, which is pretty dope. Some more branding, you do have a jet black Nike swoosh right there on the outside of the cage. Yeah, you have a pretty thick rubber midsole on the shoe as well. They are pretty heavy, which is, I'd say, is interesting because this was designed to be a basketball shoe. You actually can't hoop in these. They are the tech specs are pretty much up to hoop standards, but they're really heavy for one, and for two, it's a $350 hoop shoe. I'm not gonna wear these to play basketball in because of that price tag. I would definitely don't want to ruin these playing hoop in them. Some more details. You do have a zipper on the back that does have Fear of God branding on one side and Nike branding on the other. That just zips right down. That's how you get into the shoe. Then you do have this this ankle support right here that goes against your Achilles. And you also use this to slide into the shoe, kind of like a shoehorn. You just pretty much pull the back of the shoe back like that, slide your foot right in. That's the easiest way to get into it. I know a lot of people's main gripe with this model is that they're really hard to get on and get off. But if you use that to take your foot on and off, it becomes a lot easier. Also with this this ankle support, it is done in a nubuck as well. Then on the inside of it, you do have your Air Fear of God branding right there. It also has your size listed on the back of this ankle support. Take out the insole here. On the insole, I just learned this recently as well. This one comes in like a kind of a pinkish colorway. It also is pretty soft. I think it has like the same kind of materials on the inside of the shoe. We'll look at that there in a second. And it does have a, I believe this was a scripture. So it's Joshua chapter 10 verses 24 and 25 on there. You guys can look those up if you want to. But I did just learn this. Again, shout out to Bobby Sneaker World for that information. I did not know that, considering that I have 3 or 4 pairs of Fear of Gods. It's weird that I didn't know that at this point. So good information. These had a production date of 10/18/19 through 1/13/20. If you guys care about that information, that's what the size tag looks on the inside of the shoe. So as I mentioned, in terms of sizing, I go true to sizing these, and I feel they fit maybe even a snap, just a little bit big. In that way, I could have gone down to an 8, but I didn't mind these being just like a little bit room in them. I like to wear extra insoles inside of my shoes anyway, so that's fine for me. But I would recommend going either true to size if you have a medium to a wider style size foot, or if you have really narrow feet, you can go down half a size in these because they do run pretty long. But again, I would not recommend going up half a size in these at all unless you have extremely wide feet. Other than that, you should be fine with your true size in these. Now, in terms of the resale market, right before these dropped, they were going for around $500 to $600. Then they shot up on release day. People were taking those L's on the apps, but now they seem to settle like around in the mid 550s, which is around where most of the Fear God models go for. So the resale price isn't too bad right now. I do know the OG Fear God colorway that dropped in 2018, those are going for around $900 still, and I think those are probably still going to hold that value because the first model of a shoe always tends to be the most expensive. But with these being a triple black shoe, I can see the price of this one going up over time, where it's going to be like in the top 5 value as some of the other Fear Gods. I think right now the most valuable Fear God is the yellow pair right there, because there was only 750 pairs of those that was released. I have a review of that one up on the channel. I'll leave a card to that up below. Then also the black ones at the top there, I don't know if you guys can see those, but the OG colorway, those go for like around $900. So these shoes hold their value pretty well, and to be honest, I don't plan to sell these. I plan to keep these in the collection. Gonna do an on foot for you guys. You guys see how these look with either some jeans or some joggers or something like that. Now it's a shoe that is pretty hard to pull off with outfits. You gotta have the right type of fit to go along with it. Really tapered up pants, but they also have to be able to complement the shoe pretty well. I know Jerry Lorenzo wears a lot of oversized clothing with his. I'm not an oversized clothing kind of guy. I wear my clothing more slim and tapered and fitted, but I think that I can pull these off pretty well. I wear the other ones on a semi-regular basis, so these shouldn't be an issue at all. Also discovered something too when I took the other shoe out of the box. You do have 2 different sets of laces. So these come with black laces in them. Then you do have a white set of laces, and also the oatmeal colored pair of laces, which is pretty cool. You can have a few different looks with these, especially with it being a triple black shoe. Gives us a nice contrast. I might just throw the white ones in there just to see how they pop, and give you guys the on-foot look of those as well. But yeah, now that we got that review out of the way, let's go ahead and get these laced up and on foot and show you how they look. So that's going to do it for my review of the Air Fear God in the triple black colorway. What do you guys think about this one? This was before the release, before I got them in hand. This was probably my 3rd or 4th favorite colorway, the triple of the Fear God ones, behind the OG colorway, the yellow colorway, and the oatmeal colorway. I think these have moved up to probably like my second favorite colorway of the Fear of Gods, right behind the OG pair. I feel like these are going to be really easy to wear, and even though it's an all black shoe, it's going to have such a striking look to it that it's going to be a real head turner. So I love them, but let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think about these. If you guys are able to pick them up, or if you haven't picked them up, you're gonna plan to get these before the price shoots up too crazy. That's gonna do it for my review of the Air Fear of God 1 in the triple black colorway. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all on my next review. Peace.